I'm Jennifer, a counselor at Outreach Teen and Family Services. I'd like to talk a little bit about why I became a counselor and what this job means to me. In 1989, I was around 13 years old, waiting for my first therapy appointment. I was really nervous. I didn't know what anxiety was. Mental health wasn't openly discussed, and there weren't a lot of resources. There was no internet and no YouTube. For a few years, I had been having these attacks and these episodes, and my parents didn't know what was going on. We went to many, many doctors across the city, and I went in and I sat down in an office chair, and she sat at her desk and she read the intake form that my parents had filled out. And she just glanced up from the paper and said, "So you're an only child. You must be doing this for attention." And I don't remember what I said to her. I don't remember my exact response, but I do know that I was a very insecure 13-year-old. So I imagine I slumped in the chair and I put my head down and I didn't say much of anything. But I know I felt devastated because I was so excited to get help and I was so excited to feel better. And I was totally dismissed and stereotyped. Um, we went back to her a few more times, and all we really did was watch cartoons and do worksheets. One time she made me a cassette tape to listen to relax with. But I don't remember ever having a trusting relationship where I opened up to her. I don't ever remember talking about my feelings or what was going on with anxiety or what anxiety was. So fast forward to my master's program at Duquesne. A big part of that program was self-reflection and insight. And I was asking myself the question a lot. You had such a bad experience with counseling. Why do you want to be a counselor? And I kept coming back to that first appointment with that therapist and what she said to me and how that affected me and the impact that that had on me. And I realized that I so desperately needed guidance through anxiety. I so desperately wanted to know what was happening to my body and to understand it better and to control it and get those coping skills. And that's what I want to be to teenagers. I want to be that person that has that bond and that relationship and provide information and make them feel validated and listened to. I want to be the counselor that the 13-year-old me needed. And that was my driving force to get through the master's program and to get where I am today. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to work at Outreach and to be on an amazing team with people that share the same values.